Also, while everyone is filling out the poll, we're going to go ahead and take our group picture in like 2 minutes. So if you want to start turning your cameras on now, that would be awesome. Again, you don't have to keep it on the entire session. You can just keep it on for like a minute or two as we take the group picture, and then you can turn it back off if you'd be more comfortable with that. But we'd love to see all of you, and we'll be sending these pictures out to you at the end of the program too. So it's really nice when we get some folks turning their cameras on, and we'll let you know when the picture's happening. So I'll give people a second to set up and fill out the poll.
Yes, I see some questions around polls. If you missed a poll today for some reason, did not show up, just message work on Slack. Please give him some time. He's navigating a lot of messages. So we want to make sure just send him a message. And if you send him a message, more than likely the answer will be on your side. So do not you don't have to spam him. And yeah, just addressing that.
We're going to give it just one more minute. So make sure if you want to turn your cameras on for our group picture that you have. And so the time for me right now is 9:06. So we're going to take the group picture at 9:08. So I'll give everyone just a little bit over a minute to finish turning their cameras on.
We still have around 10% of people who have not answered the poll. So please make sure you have.
Can you please just give me an extra 2 minutes? The camera is not working for some reason.
Yeah, we'll give you until 9:08 and then let us know if it's working out for you. Okay, we're gonna wait one more minute and then we taking our group picture. Again, it's not required. I see a lot of people asking in the chat if it's okay if they can't turn their cameras on. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, I'm going to take a couple of pictures since not everyone fits on just one of my Zoom screens. So I'm going to ask you to keep your beautiful smiles up for at least a couple of seconds. And I'm just turning off the chat for right now, only because if people are messaging in the chat, it's actually going to end up covering someone's screen. So, okay, I'm going to give everyone a 3-second countdown, and then I'm going to need you to smile for like 5 or 10 seconds. All right, everyone ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Keep those smiles up. Thank you so much. Okay, gorgeous. I've got it. You can turn your cameras off again if you'd like. Thank you so much for turning your cameras on for our little group picture. We'll be both emailing them out to you and also sending them over Slack. So if you want to post them on your social media, it's also great if you want to post it on your LinkedIn too, and you can tag us so we can repost you, we can comment, engage with your posts. That would be great. You don't have to do any of that. But if you're interested in kind of building a network with other participants and other folks who know about the summer program, it's a good idea. But yeah, okay. Ahmad, any other questions before we move on into our workshop, or are we all set?
I think we're all set. And if
Okay,
again, if you
beautiful.
haven't been able to answer the poll, just message work on Slack.
Awesome. Okay. If there are any other additional questions, I'll re-enable the chat now so people can talk to the hosts and co-hosts. But otherwise, I'll be taking us through our last workshop of the day. So before we do that, I just want to post some links in the chat. So I'll be posting the slideshow, and then I'm also going to be posting a research symposium document. Very excited to be sharing that with all of you today. And then at the end of the session, I'll be dropping the homework link. If you have questions while I am presenting, just drop them in the chat. Okay, all the docs have been posted in the chat. Everything except for the homework assignment that will be dropping later on. So please feel free to open it all up now if you'd like, and I'll go ahead and get started. All right, so thank you everyone for being here for our final session of our 2025 offering of our Future MDs in STEM summer program. It was awesome having all of you with us this year. We hope that you really enjoyed your summer and had a great time here, learned something new, got to meet a few folks that are interested in similar things like you are. And we just hope that the experience was positive for all of you. So, due to some time constraints, we're going to be recording our medical, microbiology, and immunology workshop, as well as the pathways into STEM workshop and sending it via Slack by early next week. Another reason why we're going to record our pathways into STEM workshop is because I covered a lot of the information in my optional workshop on Tuesday. So just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up about that. So now for all of you that participated in our debates on Wednesday, we'll be sharing our top debaters list with you. Just a quick reminder that if your name is on this list, you'll be getting a certificate emailed to you. So you don't have to do anything. The only thing you do have to do is if your name is spelled incorrectly on the slide, please just send me a message on Slack so that I can fix that and so that we don't send you a certificate with your name misspelled. Okay, so for our international folks, congratulations to everyone that's on the list. And of course, congratulations to everyone not on the list too. Everyone did a fantastic job debating on Wednesday. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can message me on Slack. But otherwise, we just wanted to post this list here so you can see how everything ended up working out. And then these are our top debaters for our national folks. So we'll leave that for the evening session. Okay. So let's talk about our research symposium. So I posted a document in the chat, and I'll stop sharing my screen now and take you through that specific document because that details what our research symposium prompt is. And I want to tell you a bit about it because I think it's a great opportunity, especially if you don't have any research experience at all and you're trying to get into that kind of field. This would be a great way for you to dip your toes in the research world. So you all have access to this document. And essentially, what our research symposium is it's an opportunity for you to try to solve your own problem in the worlds of science, technology, engineering, math, medicine. Create that solution, kind of develop it, and then you submit it to us. So our research symposium prompt for this year is very similar to previous years, and that's because it's so open-ended that we never end up getting two submissions that are remotely alike. So what the prompt tells you about is that despite advancements in medical science and technology, humans still continue to face a series of global health challenges like climate change and then antibiotic resistance. We take you through a bunch of them. And so, what the actual prompt details is that you're going to pick one specific global health threat. It does not have to be listed on the document. It could be a global health threat that is is just not there. There are tons that we weren't able to list on the document because if we listed every single global health threat, we would be here for days and the document would look more like a book. So instead, what we want you to do is pick your own problem, something that interests you, something that you want to learn a little bit more about. And then do research and come up with either a hypothetical or a solution that you can actually implement. We're not asking you to go into a lab and, try to cure brain cancer cells because that's something that you don't really have access to doing, especially since all of this is virtual. You can do research, you can read scientific papers, and based on reading those scientific papers, you can try to devise a solution that you think would work. Again, we're not asking you to execute or implement these solutions, but we do ask that it is backed up by science and that the research would support your idea. So again, you can pick any real world problem that you want to. So we'll also be hosting another workshop probably next week for those of you that are interested in doing our research symposium. And we'll show you some previous examples from other years, and we'll show you some submissions that scored really well. So you know what we're looking for when we grade stuff like this. Another thing I wanted to highlight is that you can work on this by yourself. We encourage you to work on this project in groups. You can work on this project with people outside of the summer program. So if you have friends from school or colleagues that you want to work on this with, that's fine. You just need to email us and let us know that you'll be working with people outside of the program. But we highly would recommend you to try to find people within this program to work with because you might already, know each other and might be a friendly face. And we'll be trying to help you form your own groups as well. So here are all the requirements. I'll let you read through this, but essentially, like I was just mentioning before, your solution has to be backed up by science. You can't just present something that's already been done. So if someone has a specific treatment that's already out, you can't just present about that. It has to be new, it has to be innovative, and it has to be well backed up by science. You have to talk about the limitations. So no solution is completely perfect. What are the pros? What are the cons, etc. You have to talk about technical challenges, social and ethical challenges, etc. All of that type of stuff. And then here I've linked the rubric so you can see exactly how we will be grading you. So nothing will be a surprise, and you can always reach out to us and ask for help, ask for guidance while you're working on the project because we'd be happy to clear things up for you, especially since for a lot of you this will be your first time doing research, and we understand that that might be a little bit overwhelming. So if you want to reach out to us and ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for feedback, we will do our very best to get back to you in a timely manner. But then again, please just keep in mind that every year we get about 50 submissions. So there are a lot of people that end up doing this research symposium, so it'll take us a little bit of time to get back to you. Okay, so the only thing that you need to do for right now is decide whether or not you want to do this. This is optional. This does not affect your certificate in any way. You can still get a program certificate without even looking at this document or even knowing about the research symposium. This is just an additional opportunity for those of you that want to get involved with research from the comfort of your homes. And if you want to be eligible for research awards, that will be an additional thing that you can add to your to whatever you're applying to or whatnot. We don't encourage the research symposium as just a way of, just doing it to get an award because the awards are actually kind of tricky to get and we typically only offer them across a few categories, but you would be eligible for awards. And even if you're not eligible for awards, you'll still get a participation certificate as well. So there's no downside to doing it. And the only timely thing you have to keep in mind is that you have to fill out this registration form that I've linked here in the document and that we'll send on Slack as well by Saturday, August 2nd. So make sure that you have that registration form filled out. All that does is just it tells us that you're interested in doing this research symposium. And so that way we have a better idea of a head count and who will actually be participating. The actual project is due Friday, August 15th at 11:59 p.m. and you email your final projects to us at info@medstempower.org. If you'd like to be eligible for additional speaking awards, you can record a video of your presentation and email it to us, and we will be judging your presentations based off of your videos as well. So there are a lot of different awards and things that you can be eligible for. And so if you have any questions about this, you can let me know. But otherwise, I'll go back to the presentation now. And you can always drop your questions in Slack. You don't have to ask them all here, especially since we'll be doing a separate workshop for all of this later on. Okay, awesome. So that's our research symposium. Here are some important deadlines for you to keep track of. So,
Hi,
on
Hannah.
sorry, please don't interrupt me when I'm presenting. Thank you.
You'll need to.
Okay, so Friday, August 1st is when our post-program homework form is due. This is required for your certificate. So if you are interested in earning a certificate of completion here, make sure that you fill out this homework form. It has not been sent yet, so please don't freak out if you don't have the link. We're going to be sending it to you at the end of the session today, and it'll take you about maybe 15 to 30 minutes to complete. And just make sure that you are not using AI, that you are not copying answers from your friends, because if we see that you're doing that, your homework submission will automatically be disqualified and you will not be eligible for a certificate. So please just write your own responses. Even if the grammar is not very good or you're worried about spelling, that's fine. We don't really care about grammar and spelling. Please try to write nicely, but it's not going to discount you if your grammar isn't perfect. And so next Friday is also when our guest speaker thank you form is due. And then the day right after that is when our research symposium registration form is due. And then the week after that is when our executive internship applications are due. So that form isn't out as well. We'll be releasing that on Monday just so that you're not being spammed with like 8 forms that you need to fill out all at the same time. But if you are interested in joining our team here in a leadership position, we would highly encourage you to apply, especially for those of you that have been really standing out, turning your cameras on, engaging with our guest speakers respectfully, asking awesome questions, participating in our debates, etc. Would highly encourage you to consider the executive internship position, and you'd work with us here, so you'd be helping make programs like this possible. So that's Friday, August 8th. And then the week after that is when our research symposium submissions are due, and we'll be able to field some questions for that later on as well. So if you're interested in our executive internship here, executive interns will work directly with our core leadership. So it's myself, Ahmad, and Rourke, and you'll be able to help run future summer programs. And if you have your own idea that you'd like to implement in STEM or medicine, we'd love to make that happen for you. So one specific example is Jonathan, who was our chief educational officer. He was hired as an executive intern, and he had this idea to implement a free of cost BSMD mentorship program. And now he runs that. And that program has offered, I think, between over like $50,000 worth of free mentorship to students that would otherwise have to pay for it if they wanted to get their BSMD applications and mentors and stuff all looked over. So we really like it when applicants have their own ideas that they want to implement and show leadership and show passion and drive. We are only hiring for 3 or 4 positions, and there's a lot more than 3 or 4 of you here, so we expect them to be competitive. So make sure you're putting in some really good effort into these applications. And if you make it through the first stage, you'll be contacted by us about an interview. If you don't, you'll also still be contacted. We'll let you know either way. Okay, so for those of you that filled out our participant features on Instagram, that'll be happening Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we will be posting all about you on our stories over the weekend. Okay, so a little bit more about us. Happy 5th birthday to MedStem Powered. I created the summer program back in 2020, and so now we've done 6 summer programs over the course of 5 years. And I think we've seen almost 4,000 students come through our programs and really benefit from these very accessible resources. And one of the big reasons I created the summer program was I actually did an in-person pre-med summer program in high school. And not only was it very expensive, I thought it wasn't very accessible, and we didn't actually end up learning too much. I didn't feel like I had gotten my money's worth. So I decided during the pandemic, especially since those programs weren't accessible, I thought I had the knowledge to create my own program and to make it so accessible and really let people get what I thought would be worth it. So hopefully if you're taking part in the summer program, you thought the experience was worth it. But yeah, the happy fifth birthday to us. We've been doing this for a long time now, a little bit over half a decade. And it's very exciting to see how far the program has grown. And so we've done a lot in the past 5 years. I won't speak through this entire list because we will again be here for days. We've hosted tons of summer programs. We've hosted multiple winter camps, multiple research symposiums, multiple case study competitions, our free mentorship program. We have a ton of departments. We've done a ton of mini events, etc. So we've done a lot over the past 5 years. And it's all thanks to our fantastic team members here. So I would like to say a huge thank you to our team here that's helped make the summer program possible. So Ahmad, Rourke, and Jonathan have all been key in helping the summer program run year after year. And they are fantastic team members. They're super passionate, super dedicated. They're super wonderful. Couldn't have asked for anyone else to be in our team. So I'm very grateful to all of them for all of their support over the past couple of years, honestly. I think everyone has been working here for at least a year or two. And a special shout out to our translations director, Yamna, and our two interns, Ayan and Muna, that have been very active during our summer program. They've been helping moderate the chats, let you in from the waiting room, responding to tons and tons of questions on Slack. So we want to give them a special shout out as well because they have been doing a ton of work on the back end to help this program run very smoothly. And so we want to say thank you. They're fantastic. Okay, so we've talked about these open positions here as well. We've talked about the executive internship, and we've talked about the BSMD mentorship program. Jonathan will be posting more information there as well. So now we want to talk to you about maximizing program experience. So this is a sample certificate from 2021. Your certificate will be emailed to you, and you'll receive your shadowing hours on the certificate as well, certified by MedStem Powered, and it will be sent out by our email, so info@medstempowered.org for contact and authenticity purposes. So you shouldn't be getting any emails outside of info@medstempowered.org or some specific type of email at medstempowered.org. And so I know a lot of you are now starting to get active on LinkedIn, and I think that that is fantastic. I think you should be active on LinkedIn and you should be starting to create a profile there. So if you want to add this experience to your LinkedIn, what you can do, and this is just a screenshot of what LinkedIn looks like, is we've actually just detailed a whole little demo here on how to add it, so you don't even have to do that much work, yay. But you click on your personal profile, you can scroll down to the experience section, hit the plus button. We filled everything in out there. The only thing I would say is this isn't really an internship, so I would change that employment type to perhaps something else. But you can fill all this information out there as it applies to you here. And then there's also a description section. So we've inputted a sample description that you can use. It's also better if you write your own, but we just, provided a little sample here in case you need some help getting started. And then there's a part that says upload. You can upload your certificate there. It's totally fine. LinkedIn is a great place to be showing those accomplishments, showing the programs that you've been participating in and the events that you've been attending. So yeah, if you also get medical debate awards or research symposium awards, also a great place to be adding them, LinkedIn. So yeah, that's where you can be adding it. If you provided feedback to us, if you did the guest speaker thank you form, if you translated notes for us, if you took notes, you can add that to volunteer experience as well, and that's pretty straightforward. You can also add skills there like STEM, medicine, etc. And you can add you can ask your colleagues to help endorse you for those skills. And again, there's an accomplishments section on LinkedIn. So if you get any type of research award, speaking award, medical debate award, you can add that in the accomplishments section. And then we tell you what the organization is. So we try to make this as easy as possible for students to, navigate LinkedIn, and then we try to provide you with all the resources that you would need to get started with making a post. And on the left is a sample post from someone that did the summer program with us all the way back in 2020. So our certificates look a little bit different now, but that's a sample post of what someone said. They said, just wanted to thank the founders of the Future M.D.s in STEM program. I learned so much during this time. It was so beneficial to learn about my future career field. Here's my certificate. So you can post stuff like that. And we'll like it, we'll comment. You can also use this on your college applications. So you can add this experience under extracurriculars. If you get awards, you can add it in the awards category. And I think if you are using the Common or Coalition application, you can upload the certificate to your college app as well. But really what we want you to do with this program is we're not certificate oriented. We give you certificates just as a way to certify that you did the program, but the certificate isn't the point of the program. The point of the program is to learn, is to be engaged with healthcare speakers, is to be engaged with your peers. It is really primarily just to learn more about fields that you might not know about and demonstrate your skills in all of these different events and activities that we have. So we give you a certificate to show that, but the certificate is not our goal here. Our goal is your learning experience. So you should be talking about this during interviews for other things, talking about how you maximize your summer program experience to apply these skills to your real life. And so if you need us to write you a letter of recommendation, I just would like to be very transparent in saying we should not be writing letters of recommendation for you for college. For college and university applications, it should really be people that know you very, very well. Whereas in the summer program, there are what, like 750 of you. So we can't write you the strongest letter of recommendation for university. And we're saying this because we want you to get into those universities. So we want you to be able to find someone that can write you a really, really strong letter. If you need a letter of recommendation for like a job or a club or something, that's fine. And if you've earned a certificate, you can reach out to us and we'll write you a quick letter. Well, we can also write volunteer letters for those of you that have provided volunteering hours. So yeah, for any of those needs, you can email us at info@medstempower.org and we'd be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so from us to you, we just want to say a quick thank you. We run programs like this, but programs like this would not be possible if people like you didn't believe in what we were doing and didn't show up. So we really appreciate you trusting us with your time, and we hope that you, again, felt that the program was worth your summertime, and we hope that you learned stuff. We hope that you enjoyed the experience because really, we can host as many programs as we want, but they're not possible and they're not successful unless students like you come and attend. So thank you very much for attending our program this year. And I always do a little shout out to my grandmother. So my grandma, who lives in Toronto, is the summer program's biggest fan. She watches all of the sessions recorded on YouTube. She's always telling me about what she learned and, what she's gonna do with that information and all of this other stuff. So I just wanted to give her a quick shout out because she's Medicine Powered's #1 supporter. She's subscribed to us. She's got the notifications on YouTube and everything. So we love her, we appreciate her, and she'll probably be watching this session too. So hi, Gamma, if you're watching this. Okay, so yes, just a final thank you. Thank you so much. We are so impressed with your dedication to learning and your work ethic. This program would not exist again without all of your hard work. And please keep in touch with us. We'd love to know how you get on. I actually just found out earlier this year that a girl that did the program a couple of years ago got into med school, and that's awesome. We love to hear stories like that. So keep in touch with us. Let us know how we can help you, how we can support you, and let us know if you need anything. Share your good stories, your bad stories, failures, whatever. We're here to support you through all of it, and we'd love to keep in touch with you. So please don't be a stranger. And also, if you ever see me, I live in Toronto. I love saying hi to people. I think over the 5 summer programs or the 6 summer programs that we've run now, I've only ever met 2 or 3 people in real life. So if you ever see me and you want to say hi, I would love to say hi, I'd love to chat with you. But yeah, I think that is it for the presentation. I'll stop sharing my screen now. If you have questions, you can stick around. If not, Ahmad, we can launch our last poll. And if you're heading out now after you do the poll, thank you so, so much again for participating with us this summer. We really, really appreciate it. And we hope that this isn't the last time that we see and hear from you. Okay. I see some people have their hands raised, so I think you have questions. So I'll take some questions from Miriam.
First of all, I want to thank everybody in the team. I really enjoyed this and was glad I was part of this program. I've learned a lot. I know now that I really want to search a lot of things and learn a lot of more things. So yeah, I just wanted to say this, and I'm willing to attend next year to learn more and see how much I've changed from this program to the other one.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have people even in this program that have joined in other programs, and we love it when you come back and attend the programs again. That's why actually we try to make our workshops a little bit different every year because we know that some of you that are attending our programs, this is not your first time. So we would love to see you back again here next year. Okay, also, before I take another question, I want to post the homework link in the chat. It's also going to be shared on Slack, so no worries if you haven't gotten it yet. Again, you have a week to complete this homework assignment. My recommendation is do it sooner rather than later. Just get it out of the way, get it out of your mind, etc. So I posted the link in the chat, and um, you can fill it out on your own time. Okay, Judy,
So
you have a question?
I
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to
Ahmad, go ahead.
address, so the poll I asked, is this the last session for the 25 summer program? This is related to your specific programming. So yes, this is, I'll give away the answer. This is the last session for the international programming that you're attending.
Thank you. Good question. Good question. Okay, let me make sure that people can actually fill out. Oh, I shared the wrong form. I'm so sorry. That's not the homework form. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll take a question from someone while I'm figuring this out. So Judy?
Yes, hi, I'm
Hi.
Judy. I want to say thank you for this amazing program. It's packed with really big information, and I gained new knowledge, and I I actually enjoyed this. Thank you very much for this program and this amazing experience. And I have only one question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the members that are not included in the top debaters will have a certificate of completion or not?
No, we only give out certificates for our top debaters. And thank you so much for your kind words.
So anyone that attend the whole program will not gain a certificate?
No, you'll still get a certificate for the whole program if you've attended all the sessions and you fill out the homework. You just won't get a separate certificate for the medical debate unless you were listed on the slides.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Gadir?
Yeah, thank you first for the variety of the workshops. I learned a lot and I enjoyed it. I just have a question for the research. So, are we going to choose the groups or you are going to choose to make the breakouts or the groups?
You can make the groups, yeah. We'll only make groups for you if you need our help or if you like can't find people on your own. But you can make your groups. You can even work with people that do not attend the summer program. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Simri? Okay, I'll move on to Maisha.
Hi. Yeah,
Hi.
great. Hi. So I don't really have a question per se. I guess you might have answered this in the optional workshop, but first of all, I just want to compliment you all on your amazing work. And my question is sort of related to that compliment only. Basically, I'm so impressed by the great variety of speakers that you got here, people from different universities and different walks of life. It's so interesting and it's so commendable that you could reach out to all of them. So what was something that you based off of your reaching out to? Like how did you maximize the effectiveness of you reaching out to them?
I think Ahmad can actually take this question. So
Yeah,
Ahmad, quick shout out. He was
yeah,
responsible for confirming all of our guest speakers. So he was working insanely hard to confirm all of our fantastic guest speakers. So shout out to Ahmad.
yeah,
I'll let you take this question.
yeah. So I think I think it can be very like sometimes feel like overwhelming to reach out to people and ask them for example, speaking at a program, but people are much nicer than you think. So reach out, ask them. People are wanting to help, create the next generation of STEM leaders. So I would really, really, really recommend if you are interested, if you see someone on social media that's inspiring, reach out to them. I reach out to people on LinkedIn that are, like that inspire me, and just reach out to them for a 15, 20-minute chat. And more than likely they will want to meet with you. So I think that's how I've approached all these guest speakers. Yes, some of them have very busy schedules, but if you share your mission with them, most of the time it resonates with them and they want to contribute. So that's kind of how I've been able to confirm a wide variety of different speakers from so many different fields and so many different backgrounds.
That's great. Thank you so much, and great job, everyone. I think you guys really deserve a lot of appreciation. It's great from your end.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, Sarah?
So first of all, thank you for this amazing program. Second, will we get a certificate before the scholarship season or the college season often?
Oh, great question. So the homework deadline is next week. Certificates will be processed probably by the end of August, first week of September. So I'm not sure when your scholarship season is. Hopefully it's in time for that. But since we have a ton of students that we need to run through, probably be the end of August, beginning of September.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, Aya?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I only wanted to thank you so much for this program, okay? And I want to thank each single person in this team. I'm really glad I was one of the participants of this program, and I have really learned a lot as a high schooler that is applying for the medical school, okay? So I was really impressed by the variety of the guest speakers, and I really wanted to thank you. I'm so glad.
Yeah, we're so happy you participated with us. Very grateful that you enjoyed it and you had a good experience. Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, I have a question.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm able to apply to the next summer program, right?
absolutely. You can apply as many times as you'd like.
Okay, and I have a chance to be accepted, okay? Because I have a
You
chance.
have I mean, everyone has a chance of being accepted every time they apply.
Okay, thank you a lot.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, we're gonna take 3 more questions and we'll wrap up for the day. Okay, so Ala?
Um, Actually, this program was great, and I wanted to thank you all. And I have a question. I was a part of the debate we did, but my name wasn't mentioned among the ones listed. Does that mean my performance wasn't good?
You can reach out to us if you want specific feedback, but we just made a note of the participants that were standing out the most, actively contributing, being respectful of other people's time as well. So it's not necessarily that you didn't do a good job.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Aditi? Okay, I'll move on to Neha. Okay, I'll move on to Jody.
Hi, really, I want to thank you so much for this amazing program. I really enjoyed it. It was amazing. I wanted to ask if I have to choose the national or the international sessions because I really joined. At first, I joined like 2 international sessions, then I completed with the national sessions. So, like, I mixed them. How can I choose one of them?
On the homework form, just let us know which ones you attended for which days. That's how you choose.
On the homework form, they ask it for to choose if it's national or international.
Yep. So just pick
On the
one. Yeah. Oh, for the
anything?
certificate, you can let us know whether you prefer international or national.
Okay, it doesn't matter
Not
which
really.
one I choose. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, we'll take a question from Ragda and then we'll wrap up for the day.
Yeah, could you tell us more about the homework? How are the questions? How should we prepare for this homework?
Did you see the link I posted in the chat for the homework?
No.
Okay. If you check now, you can open up that form and that'll give you a bit more information. And we'll be posting it on Slack too, because I know the chat sometimes gets spammed. So essentially, just what you need to know for the homework assignment is that we ask you questions about what you learned here, how your experience was, if you have any feedback, etc. So it's not intended to be hard. We're not going to ask you like in what year did this guest speaker attend medical school? It's nothing like that.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Okay, we'll go ahead and wrap up for the day. Thank you so much again for attending our summer program here. Again, we hope this isn't the last time that we hear from you. If you're interested in our executive team internships and our research symposium, more information about that will be posted next week. If not, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Friday, a wonderful weekend, and a fantastic rest of your summer.